or one of the first ways that you can make money in 2023 is to buy products and sell them back. So if there is something that you use a lot in your life and people are always asking you about it, it's a good idea to buy those in bulk and sell them back for a profit. So this tapestry that I have behind me here, a lot of people like this tapestry. If I wanted to make some extra money, I could buy this tapestry off of Amazon. I could buy up as many as I want to and sell them back. So little things like those, anything at all that you use in your life a lot, buy them in bulk and sell them back. And you want to buy them in bulk so that you'll get a discounted price. So think about something in your life right now that you could resell. If you have anything like that in mind, leave that in the comments and I will give you some insight on it essentially. So you can also start your business with a service that you have to offer. So if there's something that you're really good at that you do for people, you can start a business that way. I feel like in this video, I'm actually gonna give you more than 10 ways to make money because things are just gonna start coming to my mind even though I have my notes right here. All right, so yeah. With that, you can start an e-commerce website. So with an e-commerce website, you'll be able to make money literally in your sleep. While you're sleeping, you could have people browsing your website and buying whatever it is that you're selling. So even if you're not buying something to resell, you could sell your art. You could sell your old clothes. You could thrift clothes, revamp them, and sell them back. Whatever it is that you are passionate about that other people also love, take advantage of it and sell it. Because that's how I started Quaint bags. I started it because I just wanted a backpack for myself for school and my classmates liked the backpack, and that's how I even ended up selling backpacks. I made it into an entire business because other people liked it. But if I never took advantage of that, I would not have been able to build up the business to where it is right now. So whatever it is that you have, sell it. Find a way to create a business out of it. Okay, so NK Style says transfer adhesive for foil transfers. Well, that's something that you should definitely look into. I'm not really sure what exactly that is, but if you see that there's a market for it and a lot of people like it and they're always telling you that it's a cool idea, then it's something that you could try selling. Yeah. So another thing just came to my mind, and it's drop shipping. So drop shipping is essentially when you start a website selling a product that you don't have physically, but the company that does have the products physically ships it out for you and you get a percentage of the funds. So what comes to mind right now is like t-shirts. If you're into t-shirts, mugs, bags, towels, like those things being printed on, you can go on a website like, I'm trying to remember the name of the website. T-shirt websites. So there are many different websites that, yes, Printify. Printify is one that I've used before. You can go on Printify, upload your, is it Printify or is it Printful? One of those, but just type in t-shirt dropshipping or graphic design dropshipping companies into the internet and you will find a lot of options that you can choose from, whichever one that suits you the best. So essentially what you do is that you go on there, you upload your logo or whatever it is that you want to be on the shirt, or if you want to sell cups or keychains, whatever it is, and they will pretty much print those for you and ship it out to whoever orders it from your website, and they will give you a share of the money and they will take the rest. So I don't remember what percentage it is exactly, but I have done it before where I would have like the Quaint logo being printed on t-shirts. Yes, print on demand. So I have the Quaint logo being printed on t-shirts, and I didn't have the t-shirts myself. I didn't have to do any printing. I just signed up on the website, put my logo, and then integrated my Shopify store to show that product selling on my website. So then what ended up happening was that when somebody ordered from my website, the order would go through that print on demand website, and then they would send it out to whoever ordered it, and then I would get a percentage and they got a percentage. So this is something that you can start with literally no money. You could print the word, what would I say as an example? You could print the word water on a t-shirt, or you could put the word water as a graphics on a t-shirt, and if people like that enough, they will buy it from you, and you don't have to do any work other than to put it on your website. Yeah. So Kelly Moon is asking if Shopify is worth it. In my opinion, Shopify definitely is worth it. I've been using Shopify literally for all of the time that I've had my business. Well, actually, I've been using it since 2018, and I haven't used another, what would I say, no, I haven't used another e-commerce website since then, and I think it's also because building up an e-commerce website is not that easy. Once you put in all of that work into Shopify, it's kind of hard to just switch over to something else because you have to kind of start all the way over. But for me, Shopify has been working. The only thing I don't like sometimes is that when they capture your payments through credit cards, you have to wait a couple of days for the payment to come into your account, in comparison to if someone checks out with PayPal or like a bank deposit, you get the funds right away. Especially if it's on a weekend that somebody places an order, it can take like up to 3 days sometimes for you to get the funds in your bank account. But other than that, I don't think Shopify is a bad platform. I would definitely recommend Shopify for beginners, intermediate, experts, anybody at all. Because the thing about Shopify is it's very easy to use, and you're able to create a website that looks like it's not even Shopify. A lot of your favorite websites right now, when you are shopping brands, they actually use Shopify, but they just integrate certain codes that are able to take out like the Shopify watermark and those kind of things. And I like the fact that they have apps that you can download to do different things. For example, if you want to have like a discount code, if you want to add promotions, if you want to add pop-ups to your store, if you want to add different payment methods, there are different apps that you can download for each of those things. So I love Shopify. I have a lot of videos on my channel about how to create a Shopify store, as a matter of fact, how to add shipping options, how to add payment options, how to capture payments. I have all of that on my channel. So I'm going to leave a link in this video with the Shopify playlist. So if you want to start a Shopify store, then you can check that out. And I know a lot of people are thinking, I don't need a website, but actually you do, especially if you want to take your business and your brand seriously. If you want people from all over the world to be able to buy the things that you're selling, I do recommend having a website. And even if you're only selling to people in your country, it's good to have a website, because then you take yourself away from having to do things like sending invoices and capturing payments manually. The website also makes your brand and business look more professional, and you're able to give people more options of how to shop with you. So if you don't have a website for your business yet, I consider starting one. So I'm just gonna recap the first two things that we spoke about already. So we already spoke about buying and selling products, or creating and selling products that other people have expressed their love for, that they see you using, selling those back, selling them in a large quantity, or buying them in a large quantity if you're buying, and making them in a large quantity if you're making and selling those back to people for a profit. Then the second thing I said was print on demand. And it doesn't have to just be t-shirts. It can be cups, it can be bags, it can be keychains, it can be pants, it can be hats. Literally, there's a whole world out there. If I didn't have Quaint bags and Quaint swim and the things that I make, I would fully take advantage of print on demand, because I feel like print on demand is a very lucrative business, especially since it doesn't really require you to do that much work. All right, so the third thing though, and the reason why I'm mentioning this is because it's something that I myself have wanted and I don't see it available that much, especially since I live here in St. Anne. There are lots of them in Kingston, but I still feel like Kingston could use some more. And that's a bearer slash deliver service. If you have the capital to get some bikes and get some bikers to ride on those bikes, to go do deliveries for people, run errands for people, buy food for people, pay people's bills and those things, then that's a great business to start, because it's something that I would say is very limited. I mean, there's Seven Crave, there's Hugo, but if you can start a business where you are assisting people with getting certain things done without them having to leave their house, you're actually solving a problem for them right there. And the basis of a good business is solving a problem. Once you solve a problem and you solve that problem well for people, they're going to want to keep on giving you their money. So start a bearer company. I feel like what makes some bearer companies fail, however, is not getting bearers that are competent enough, responsible enough, and good enough with timing, and then also not having enough bearers. So if you start a company, it's okay to start off with, like, let's say 2 bearers, but if you can start a bearer company where you have even like 20 bearers, 12 bearers, you know that you can serve more people. Yeah. So I realized that NK Styles asked if print on demand, let me check what you said. So you're saying if print on demand is cheaper than your local print shop. Honestly, I've never really checked the price per se, but I also don't really go to local print shops, so I wouldn't be sure. But the reason why I feel like print on demand is a great idea, a much greater idea than a local print shop, is because you literally don't have to do any work. All you have to do is just send in a design, put it on your website, and you'll get sales just like that. But let us move on to the next way that you can make money in 2023. So this is what now? Number 4. So we already went to 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing number 4. So the 4th way to make money in 2023 is to sell food. The reason why I'm suggesting this is because food is something that people will always want. People need to eat. There's no way that they can say, I'm gonna skip eating today, because maybe they're fasting, but it's not the norm. Most people are gonna eat food every day. Anything that has to do with food will always do well, especially if your food tastes good. So if you're passionate about food, or you have people in your life who are passionate about food and they want to start a business, you can collaborate with them and start cooking food to deliver to people, or you could open a restaurant. And even better if you could do things like make smoothies, make juices to complement the meals that you're selling. With this, of course, you have to get things like a food handler's permit and stuff, but I think it's a really great business to go into, especially if you're passionate about food. And all of these businesses I'm telling you about right now are businesses that will work even if another pandemic was supposed to hit. These are things I observed during the entire era of, well, I don't know if I should call it an era, but these are things I was able to observe when COVID hit. I was looking at what businesses were going to continue to thrive and what businesses were going to sink because maybe they weren't able to do business the same way anymore, or something of the sort. So food, I feel like, is a good idea, but if you can deliver food, then that's even better, because then that way you know that people don't have to leave their house. People are very lazy when they're ready, especially when they're hungry. People don't want to have to leave their house, seriously. So if you can start selling food and delivering it to people, then that's great. And even better is if you can cook food that isn't available anywhere else. So if you're versed in Ethiopian food or Chinese food, Trinidadian food, Bayesian food, any type of food that you don't really see out there that much that you know people want, you can start with that. Okay. Number 5, yes, African food. You know, actually, I've never had African food. The only African food I've ever had was Ethiopian food. And I love Ethiopian food. I wish there was somewhere in Jamaica that sold Ethiopian food. If there was somewhere in Jamaica that sold Ethiopian food, they would get my money every week. So this is the reason why I'm talking about food, because people love food. They want to know that they can get their favorite foods, and if those foods aren't really available that much, then someone comes out with it, they're going to be excited and they're going to flock to them. Okay, let's get into number 5. The 5th way to make money in 2023 is to get into women's beauty. And the reason why I say this is because women have to do a monthly upkeep. So things like waxing, getting your nails done, or doing people's nails, doing people's hair, braids, making wigs, anything that has to do with beauty is going to make a lot of money, especially when it comes to a hot girl clientele. If you have a clientele that is just bare hot girls, every month, probably even every 3 weeks, sometimes every 2 weeks, they're coming in to get you to do a service for them. If you do a waxing service, then your customers and clients have to come in like every 3 to 4 to 6 weeks based on what they're waxing. If you do nails, then your customers will come in every 2 weeks, especially if they're a hot girl, to refill whatever might be growing out. If you do lashes, then you know that's something else. People are coming in every 3 to 4 weeks to get their lashes refilled, and they're bringing their friend. You know, they want to look like a hot girl. They want to make sure to maintain things. Those are things that people are going to come back for every single month. And in order to make good money, you have to be in a business that has a life cycle that is short. So there's some businesses that once you serve a client, they don't come back to you until another 1 year's time, or another 3 months, or another 6 months. Like dentists, for example. People don't really come in to get cleanings unless it's like every 6 months. But then if you're a lash tech or a nail tech, or if you do waxing, or if you're a hairdresser, you have people coming back to you sometimes every 2 weeks, sometimes every 3 weeks, sometimes every 4 weeks. So of course you're gonna need training and certification in those things. So if you already have experience, then you can get started. But if you don't and you want to, then definitely get into it. I can say for sure that if I didn't have Quaint bags, I would learn how to do lashes, because lashes are a big money making business. If you do lashes, you're gonna have customers coming in left, right, and center who want to maintain their lashes, who are bringing other people because somebody saw their lashes and they look so good. And like, lashes are a big business, especially if you start a lash company in a place where it doesn't already exist. You want to look to see what business doesn't already exist in the area that you live in. Kelly Muna boosts me up, but do it. Thank you very much, girl. But yeah, find what business doesn't already exist, and you create that business in whatever area it is that you live. So whether or not you live in Jamaica, think about what the area that you live in needs, and then become that. Start offering that and market that, so that you will start to bring in a clientele. The 6th way to make money in 2023, and this one is not an immediate thing, but once you start tapping into the earnings, it's well worth it, and you'll be happy that you stuck to it. And it's to start a YouTube channel. Yeah. When I started my YouTube channel, I think it took me at least 1 year, probably a little bit less than a year, of real dedication to start earning money off of it. I had to post week after week after week without even getting any money at all. That's the thing about YouTube. YouTube is the type of business that you have to be patient with. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But the greatest thing is that once you get to that part where you're monetized, you're good to go. It's just up to you to create content, to make more money, and it pays off in the long run. Because if your channel blows up big enough, and sometimes YouTube is really just a matter of luck, you could start making YouTube videos today, and within 6 months you could be monetized because maybe you make a topic, videos on a topic that's really trendy, or even in the next 3 months. Anything is possible on YouTube. You just have to believe in yourself and you have to get started. And I know that a lot of people want to start a YouTube channel, but they're so scared. They don't know if it's too late. They don't know if people are gonna watch. They don't know if they're gonna be able to be consistent. They don't know if the content they're going to make is going to be interesting. But the greatest thing I can say is to just do it. Give yourself a chance. Bet on yourself, because you never know what will happen. My channel could blow up to 100,000 subscribers within the next 3 hours. Well, 3 hours is kind of dramatic still, but like within the next 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks, but I don't know. I'm just here doing my thing, being grateful for the amount of subscribers I already have, but just to show you that anything can change in a day. We never know what our destiny is. And sometimes it just takes us getting started to get to the goal that we want to be at. Because when we take that step, it's like the universe just rewards us by giving us even better than we were expecting, just because we took this step. I want to say also, if you are watching this right now, just go ahead and click that like button and share this live with your friends who also want to know how to make money in 2023. Yeah, this video is going to be available to watch after it's been recorded or after the live, so don't worry if you've missed anything. So Kelly Moon is asking, how does YouTube pay out? Okay, so the way that YouTube pays out is that you have to provide your banking information. I get my YouTube payouts to my NCB account. So if you're a Jamaican, you must have at least one bank account, you know, whether it's Scotia, First Global Bank, NCB, Sagicor, JN, whichever one you have, YouTube will pay you there. YouTube doesn't pay through PayPal. They don't pay through Western Union, anything like that. They only pay through a bank account. Yeah. And I'm going to mention as well that when you start getting paid off of YouTube, you may not get that much money, but eventually it builds up. And like I said in the beginning of this live, you don't want to do any one of these things. Don't do just one of these things. Do like all 4 or 5 of them one time, or 3 of them one time, along with anything else that you're using right now to already make money. So if you have a 9 to 5, start a YouTube channel and start one of the other things that I'm going to mention further down in this video. So with YouTube, to get paid, you have to be accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. So the YouTube Partner Program, you pretty much have to have 4,000 hours of watch time, and you have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to get monetized. But once you get monetized, you can start making money. Yeah. The 7th way that you can make money in 2023 is to create a digital product that you only have to create once and sell for a lifetime. So things like ebooks, PDFs, stickers, calendars, online courses, things like those, make them and sell them. So there are lots of people out there who have ebooks. I can recall this one chick who, she makes juices, and she has multiple ebooks with her different juicing recipes, and she sells them for about $15. She makes a lot of money off of those. And anyone who does digital products and has like a big enough audience is able to make a lot of money off of them. Even if you don't have a big audience, even if you have just an audience of 50 people, you can create a digital product and sell it to those people, and you'll be able to make money. And some money is better than no money at all. And if you have lots of other things making you money, but then you have digital products that are also making you money, then that's awesome. The more, the better when it comes to money. Multiple streams of income is the way to go. Yes. So for me, in terms of digital products, right now I sell sewing patterns, and in due time I'm going to be selling online courses teaching people how to sew different things and PDFs and those kind of things. You can sell your digital products for as little as $1, $1, $5, $20, $35, $50, $100. Whatever amount you feel like your digital product is worth, you are able to sell that. And when you sell that, you're gonna make money. And the more people use your digital product, the more they're gonna tell other people about it, and the more you will be able to attract sales to yourself. The longer you do it, the better you become at it, and the more sales you will get. And the greatest thing is you only have to do the work once. So I could sell a PDF with all of these ideas that I have on this paper right now for $2 each. And I could have that selling for a lifetime, and I never have to do the work again. If I sell 100 of those in 1 month, that's $200. So sometimes you really have to just put things into perspective and look at them in that kind of way. Yeah. So the 8th way that you can make money in 2023 is to teach people how to do whatever you are really good at. So think about a skill that you have. Think about something you consider yourself to be an expert at. You can start advertising classes and consultations to people who also want to learn how to do that. I recently started that for myself, and I'm so happy that I started it, because I never really, I did think about it, but I'm glad that I started it, because now I am gonna be able to tap into 2 other streams of income. But all you have to do is just plan what your classes are gonna be about, plan how you're gonna do your consultations if you want to do consultations, and then start marketing. Start letting people know about the service that you have to offer. And that goes hand in hand with you being an expert. So you're going to just continue doing your thing, and people are going to see it, they're going to be fascinated, and they're going to say, can you teach me how to do that? And then you'll say, yes, I do offer a class. Yes, I do offer consultations. So think about that. It could be anywhere from teaching people how to draw, teaching people how to sew, teaching people how to write music, teaching people how to dance, teaching people flexibility. So for me, my classes are all about sewing, how to sew, and then also my consultations are about how to build your social media, how to build your business, how to build a Shopify store. So if you are on this live right now, or you're watching this video replay, and you want a consultation on how to build your business, how to build a Shopify store, how to build your social media, or you want to learn how to sew, then get in touch with me. DM me at Quaint on Instagram, and I will give you guidance based on the things that I have learned throughout this experience. I've been doing what I'm doing for almost 8 years now. November of this year is gonna make 8 years officially since I have been running Quaint. And through Quaint, a lot of other things have become born. So not only bags, but clothing, swimsuits, social media, YouTube tutorials, PDF patterns, a lot of things have become born. So I'm extremely grateful for the lanes I've been able to make for myself throughout this entire endeavor. And I know a lot of people are fearful of how they make money if they were supposed to, not have a job anymore, or not decide to get a degree, or decide not to get a degree, I would say. But I just want to encourage you and let you know that there are many ways that you can make money without having a degree. without having any formal training. You just have to get really creative and start tapping into all the avenues of income that are out there. Okay, number 10. And I told you guys I would probably end up giving you more than 10 ways to make money. So number 10 is freelance your skills on websites like Fiverr and Upwork. So those websites are websites that I go on whenever I want to find somebody who can make a PDF pattern or somebody who can do a voiceover. You can find any service on Fiverr or Upwork. So if you have a service that you can offer, if there's something that you can do for people, go on those websites and sign up. So if you're good at writing scripts, if you are good at voiceover, if you have a really nice voice, if you are good at making patterns, if you're good at planning videos, if you're good at writing letters, if you are good at conceptualizing anything at all that you're good at, you can put yourself on one of those platforms and offer that service for whatever money you want to, and people will come on there and they'll type in whatever it is that you do, and you'll be one of the people who come up and they will choose you. Who knows? The more people that you get, the better it is, because then it shows that you have more experience, it shows that you're trusted, and that also comes hand in hand with reviews. So the more reviews that you get, the more people will have to go off of. Because when I am looking for somebody to make PDF patterns for me, I look at their reviews. I look at what the other people are saying. I look at their star rating. So if they're 5-star or 4-star, then I'm more likely to trust them than if it's a 1-star or if they have no stars at all. Yeah. So the 11th and final way to earn money in 2023 is affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is something that allows you to make money online without having to spend any money also. So if there is a product, let's go back to it again. If there's a product that you like to use, that you really like, or even a service or a software that you really like, check to see if that brand has an affiliate marketing program. Join that affiliate marketing program, and every time that somebody uses your code or your link, you will get a percentage of the funds from that sale. So I am currently a part of Amazon Affiliates. I don't really make much money from it because I guess maybe a lot of people don't really use the links that I'm showing, but I still make a little bit of money here and there. But the more expensive the products that you're doing affiliate marketing are, the more expensive the products that you're doing affiliating marketing for are, the more money you'll be able to make. So if you're selling a product that's for $300, or if you are promoting a product that's for $300, and from that product you get, let's say, a 10% cut, you get $30 for each item that you sell or that is sold through your influence. So if you have a nice following and if people like the stuff that you use, let's say for example you use a nice lipstick, you can put the link to that lipstick in your bio or in your caption, your description, wherever it is that you do your marketing and promotion, and people can click on that link and buy through your link. So type into Google, type in affiliate marketing programs and find the ones that work for you. Find if there's a brand that you already like, check and see if they have affiliate marketing programs. And then the 12th way, I just got this idea. The 12th way that you can earn money in 2023 is to become an influencer. If you already have a big audience or you're working on building up a big audience, you can have a community of people who will feed on your content essentially. So let's say for example you like the brand what brand would I say? Let's say you like Forever 21 as a brand, or Sheen, or Fashion Nova. That's one that a lot of people have been doing nowadays. They can send you things for free, and you will make a try on haul video with it, and then people will buy under your influence. But then the reason why they send that to you is because you're an influencer. So you're getting free clothes. And yes, that's a form of payment. But then when you get to a certain level, you can start reaching out to brands, send them your media kit, let them know how many followers you have, the kind of engagement that you get, and tell them what you have to offer. Tell them that you want to be a part of their influencer team, and they will sponsor you. There are some companies that will pay you $500 to make one Instagram post. There are companies that will pay you $1,000 to make one YouTube video mentioning their brand. There are many opportunities out there like this, but you have to look out for them. You have to put yourself out there. You have to reach out to brands, or at least make yourself visible to these brands so that you can get involved with them. And the more you get involved with brands is the more that you will attract other brands who want to work with you as well. It's kind of like building up your portfolio. So initially you might just have to settle for like free products, and that will pretty much just get your foot in the door. But then eventually you will get up to a certain place where you have so much experience and so many followers and so much engagement that you are able to actually charge, and that the companies will pay for them. I just thought of another way. The 13th way that you can earn money in 2023 is making videos for companies. So it's pretty much freelancing again. So currently I have a company that I work with who pays me to make sewing videos for them. So I can imagine that they also have other people who they pay to make not only sewing videos, but other types of videos. So the way that you'll achieve this is by even having a YouTube channel. When you have a YouTube channel, you're able to make yourself more visible to brands. YouTube channels and social media are the places where brands are going to find people to work with. So if you're not on social media, and if you don't have a YouTube channel, it's gonna be that much harder for you to be found. So I do recommend that if you've been wanting to start a blog, if you've been wanting to start an IG account, if you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel, I definitely recommend it. You will not regret it at all, especially if you stay consistent. It will attract so many opportunities to you. Opportunities that you can't even fathom. Yes. So that's my presentation essentially on the different ways that you can earn money in 2023. And I hope that it has given you some ideas. I'm gonna spend a couple more minutes on the live to just accept some questions. So within the next 6 minutes, I'm gonna answer any questions that you might have. I saw that someone asked if I made the top that I'm wearing, and yes, I did. I made this years ago. I made this many years ago, and it's still popping. So does anyone have questions that they'd like to ask? And I'm gonna add a reminder that if any of you want consultation services on how to build your Shopify website, how to build your social media account, how to scale your business, I'm here for you. Click the link that's gonna be in the description after this to book an appointment with me. I have 1 and 2 hour appointments available. And the appointments or the classes and consultations take place via Zoom. Sewing classes, on the other hand, those happen in person at my home. So if you're local and you want to learn how to sew, or if you live overseas and you want to learn how to sew, then you can come to my sewing studio and I will teach you how to sew whatever it is that you want to learn how to sew. And the beautiful thing is that we'll be in person together, so you can ask me whatever question you want, and the experience that you get is gonna be very different from if you were just watching a YouTube tutorial. Yeah. Did I want to say anything else? It seems everybody's okay, no questions to be asked. So go ahead and do a few of these things to start bringing in more money for yourself. I find that what will happen sometimes is that you might feel a little bit fearful of starting because you fear failing, or you feel like you don't know everything that you need to know, or you feel like you're not good enough. Imposter syndrome starts kicking in, and you probably think like, who am I to even give people advice on whatever? Who am I to offer consultations? Who am I to sell a product? Who do I really think I'm gonna make lots of money? You have to take those limiting beliefs out of your head, and you have to reprogram your brain towards money. You have to change the relationship that you have with money and think differently about it, and understand that money is something that is energetic. Like, money is energy, and in order to attract money to yourself, you have to be in a very positive energy. You have to first of all believe that you deserve it, and then you have to take action to do the things that you need to do in order to get it. then you have to be positive about it. You have to be positive. You can't think to yourself, in the middle of you doing the things that you're doing in order to make money, you can't be thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this isn't gonna work. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't go with that energy. You can't dig up the seeds before you've actually given them a chance to germinate and grow into something. You have to believe in yourself and believe that you have what it takes, and wake up every day and feel positive and happy. Even if you might not necessarily be happy, find a way to be grateful, because there are always things that you can be grateful for. And once you do that, everything will just start flowing in, and you won't even have to worry about money again. With money, I find that once you put in a certain level of work to bring yourself to a certain level of income, all you have to do is just maintain it after that, and life just becomes a whole lot easier when you have lots of it. You know what I mean? But speaking of which, follow me on Instagram at Quaint if you aren't already, for daily content. I will see you guys on the next live.